Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Before I start going into all the figures and things like that, I just wanted to show people that I managed to get hold of some more sets. I managed to get another 8 of these whilst I've been around. I take my wife places, so whilst I'm there I always try and look into a B&M and found these for £10, so I got 8 of these for a tenner. I've got a few others as well, so if you look at my board, I've got 617 sets now, and it's over 18,000 worth. Right, this time the sets that are retiring is in this video is Dreams and Batman. Now with the Dreams, what I've done is I've only done sets that are above £20. I know you get the what I call the small set syndrome, but I don't think you're going to get that with Dreams. So the smaller sets I haven't bothered with, just to try and narrow it down a bit and make it less kind of boring for people, if you know what I mean. Because I don't think people are going to be interested in the low value Dream sets. So right, so this time retiring in 2025, Dream sets, there's one set that's retiring in July and then the rest are in December. So the one that's retiring in July is 71481 Izzy's Dream Animals, $34.99. It's got 3 figures, 2 unique, valued at £23. It's got expected annual growth of 5%. On Amazon it's selling or being sold for between 26 and 38. On eBay it's sold for 27. Bricklink is valued at 27, and 394 sets have been sold. Now I'm going to try and get away with not doing the spiel, because obviously people who watch my videos all the time are going to listen to all that going over and over and over again. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen my videos to find out where I get data from and things like that, then you'll have to go back and watch one of my other videos. So I'll try and kind of not torture the people who are my subscribers who watch all the time. Next one, and like I say, these are from December. 71478 the Neverwitch Midnight Raven, $89.99. It's got 5 figures, 1 unique, valued at £32. That's also got an annual increase of 5%. On Amazon it's being sold for between £74 and £171. On eBay it's sold for £90 and Bricklink they value at £80. 356 have been sold. Next one is 71480 the Logan the Mighty Panda, $24.99. 2 figures, valued at around £10. That's also got a 5% annual increase. On Amazon it's being sold for between £42 and £49, which isn't bad for a £25 set. eBay sold for £40 and Bricklink the value at £23. That's only sold 248 sets. Next one is 71483 the Neverwitch Nightmare Creatures, $39.99. 5 figures, 1 unique, valued at £26. 5% annual increase, and on Amazon it's being sold for between £44 and £99. On eBay it's sold for $38, which is just below MSRP. Bricklink is valued at $31 and it's sold 414 sets. Next one is 71484 the Cooper's Robot Dinosaur C-Rex, $69.99. 4 figures, 3 unique, valued at £32. 5% annual increase. On Amazon it's being sold for between £69 and £143. On eBay it's sold for $75. Bricklink values at $57 and sold 379 sets. Next one is 71485 the Mateo and Z-Blob the Night Battle Mech, $114.99. 6 figures, 1 unique, valued at £26. 5% annual increase, an expected good investment. Amazon it's being sold for between £115 and £207. eBay it's sold for $92. Bricklink is valued at $90 and it's sold 226 sets. Next one is 71486 the Castle Nocturnia, $169.99. It's got 11 figures, 4 unique, valued at £61. It's got a 5% annual increase. Now this on Amazon or 3X or any other websites, I couldn't find any of it being sold, and also on eBay none have sold. So that leads me to believe that people are kind of stashing this away and waiting for it to increase a fair bit before they actually try and sell it. So even though this hasn't been classed as an expected good investment, I would kind of, if you can get hold of this, it might be worth keeping an eye out for it, because obviously if people have bought it and stashed it away and they're not trying to sell it now, they're obviously going to try and make a higher profit later on in a couple of years or whatever it is, and things. So if you can find it on a good deal, then maybe it's worth picking up. That's kind of like not the fact that everybody's saying it's a good investment, it's the fact that it's quietly being stashed away and it might be a good investment. So Bricklink are valued at 191, so there's another indication that it could be a good investment. So it's a £170 set. Normally Bricklink values it a little bit less than its MSRP, but it's already over the MSRP, so that's another indication that it could be a good set to invest in. And it's only sold 126 sets. Next one is 71491, the Mateo and the Z-Blob action race car, $44.99. It's got 2 figures. There's no value yet. The value is still pending, so I think it's like a new set, and the information's a bit pending at the moment. So it's got a 5% annual increase. On Amazon it's being sold for between £45 and £72, and again on eBay none of them have sold, so it must be like a new set that nobody's had hold of yet. And also Bricklink, the information's still pending, so like I say, it must be a new set that nobody's got yet. So far on this, 62 sets have sold. And the last one for Dreams is 71497, Cooper's Tiger Mech and Zero's Hot Rod Car, $89.99. 3 figures, and the value on that's pending as well. 5% annual increase. On Amazon it's being sold for between £76 and £148, and on eBay again none have been sold yet, so it's obviously a new set. On Bricklink it's only valued at £69, and the amount of sets it's sold is only 50 so far. So now it's Batman. The first set of Batman is 76270, Batman Mech Armor, $12.99. It's got 1 figure valued at around £5. It's got a 5% annual increase. On Amazon it's being sold for between £13 and £25, and on eBay it's sold for £17. Bricklink are valued at £12, and it's sold 1,122 sets. Next one is 76271, Batman the Animated Series Gotham City, $259.99. That's the big picture that you can, I think you can hang it on the wall. 4 figures, all unique, valued at £82. That's also got a 5% annual increase with an expected good investment. Amazon it's being sold for between £398 and £500. On eBay it's sold for £300, and Bricklink have valued it at £238. At the moment the amount that have sold is still pending, so I don't understand that why that is, because it's been out for a while. But anyway, I can only go by the information that is on the websites and that. So next one is 76273, Batman the construction figure and the Batpod bike, $64.99. That's got an annual increase of 5% with an expected good investment. On Amazon it's being sold for between £55 and £153. Anybody going to pay £153 for that set must be bloody mad. On eBay it's sold for £65, Bricklink are valued at £60, and it's sold 836 sets. Next one is 76274, Batman with the Batmobile versus Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze, $54.99. That's a mouthful. That's what she said. Anyway, 3 unique figures valued at £24, 5% annual increase with an expected good investment. On Amazon it's being sold for between £55 and £76. On eBay it's sold for £55, and Bricklink valued at £43. The amount sold is pending on that as well. Next one is 76301, Batman and Batmobile versus Mr. Freeze, $17.99. It's got 2 unique figures valued at £16, which is bad for a $17.99 set. 5% annual increase. This is a 4+ set though. So on Amazon it's being sold for between £19 and £36. On eBay it's sold for £23, and Bricklink are valued at £13. That's a bit of a drop considering. It sold 205 sets. And the last one for Batman and this video is 76302, Superman Mech versus Lex Luthor in the Batman theme. Oh well, $12.99. 2 unique figures valued at £13. That's got a 3% annual increase. Amazon being sold for between £13 and £33, and eBay sold for £19. Bricklink valued at £11, and it sold 643 sets. So that concludes those two themes. My next video is going to be probably a mashup of a few themes, because I've got some quite small themes. I think it's Super Mario, Animal Crossing and Fortnite. So please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.